says grocery store garlic. I have my grocery store garlic in here. I've planted some kale. There's a whole, quite a bit of kale that I've planted in here, and that's just left over from, the fall. All of this, and probably some collards, some arugula's there in the corner. So yeah, I also planted some onions here from seed, and they are the Westerfield red onions. I guess I planted that October 24th, and I see a couple that are alive in here. I'm like, we'll see. Yeah, I have this every year. I keep trying to grow onions from seed to an actual full-size onion, and I'm just not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on. But this garlic looks good. I mean, like I said, yeah, looks really good. This is one of my bushel and berries. I've had it for probably like 3 years now. I'm like, if you can see, look at that. She's getting ready. I'm like, and these leaves remained on her throughout, the winter. So I'm very pleased. She looks good. It's very pretty. It's a nice winter interest. And here in this bed, I have pretty much all kale. Blue curled kale, dinosaur kale. There's some onions, but primarily it's just kale. I have some red Russian kale right here. I don't know if the sun is allowing it to be seen, but yeah, and some onions. I have some onions thrown in here, and that's the other bushel and berry over there. This is my raised bed where I have it looks like there's a bunch of carrots. There's lots of carrot greens in here. Some onions. This was, or is, arugula. I really enjoy arugula, so I'm glad that it survived. Carrots. This right here, surprisingly, is an oak leaf lettuce. You can look at the leaf. So yeah, this oak leaf lettuce, it looks pretty good. It survived. This is a salvia that I put in here just as a rescue at the end of the season last year. Some probably Merlot lettuce, I don't know. Some red lettuces here. And this is the, the ultraviolet mustard. I believe I have like 3 or 4 of those that have survived. And you can see this red leaf lettuce here also. I don't remember what type of lettuce this is, but it's still here. And I have my spinach. I put in like 3 different types of spinach, and the labels, the names didn't stay on. So yeah, the spinach looks good. I'm like, yeah, she's surviving, no problems. And I have carrots and some random onions in there. So this is kind of just like an overview of that bed. This, I have I found old onion bulbs. You know how you buy them in that huge pack, like at Lowe's? And I found these in the garage. So I just put them in at the end of the season. And this little beautiful fernie, this is chamomile that reseeded itself. It was in this pot, or this container last year. And I have a collard that's looking pretty good. So I have a collard, chamomile, and onions in here. Let's go to the other box. This box has garlic, and this is my garlic that I saved from, you know, garlic that I grew last season that I put in this bin. Random spinach and lettuce, and some red lettuce there and there. I have this blackberry bush here. I'm like, if you can look, you can see the new growth that is happening on it. Let me try to find a better, like there. It's really here. Here's where you can see like the new buds. And down here, this is right there, the Sweetie Pie Blackberry, and it's a thornless that I got from Lowe's. And there's some daylilies that I threw in here, and I didn't even bother to cover them up, and it's growing as is. And this is the partner blackberry to her. Like it's growing, or it's leaning over into the roses. And wow, the roses are, let me see, look at that. It's new growth on these knockout roses. This bed here is where I had my peppers at last season, and the little bit of green, you know, that you see there, those are clumps of dianthus that I had planted in the front. And I also had some celery planted here. I thought it died, but there it is. Ugh. And some celery. It looks like all the ones that I left in the ground, and the smell, it really is strong. And this is some old peppers from the end of the season, and there's actually something in here that I'm trying to protect. So I built like a little teepee of these old peppers from around it. And you see here, this one has green on it. I took one of them that had more of a green stalk and brought it into the garage. But what's in here that I'm trying to protect is this. It's a pomegranate, a little baby pomegranate tree that I grew from seed. So that's what I'm trying to protect in here with this little teepee of organic matter. It's gone right out of my head. I don't remember right off the top of my head what this is. I'm like, yeah, so things don't look so bad. I mean, like I said, it is February the 1st. These mums have green at the bottom. In my personal experience, I have found it very hard to kill mums. And I don't know what various greens these are. I know that this is arugula, but I believe that's maybe a red Russian kale or a scarlet kale. Yeah, I think that's what those two are. This is my mixed green bed over here where I just threw seeds in. So what I can definitely recognize are the carrot tops. Those are carrots. This is a spinach. That's arugula there. I don't know what kind of onions, or maybe bunching onions, I don't know. more kale. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave these things here and see what they do. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a euonymus, and it's variegated. It's normally green and white when it's in the grow season, but look at these beautiful like burgundy and purplish leaves. Yeah, this viola, or these violas. These violas I planted from seed. I just sprinkled seeds in these little dollar grow towers, grow pots. And it's the 1st of February. Look at that. All right, that's what's going on in my garden on February 1st. I didn't bother to go through those pots because I just didn't feel like it. Oh, well, I can talk about this. I have some collards here that are still growing. And this is very interesting. Look at this. It's borage. This is borage that never kind of really died. I mean, it's been small, but in various spots, I have borage still growing. And this is where I had borage planted at last year. So it's reseeded itself. And another collard. And a surprise celery. So yeah, that's what's happening out in my Virginia 7B garden on the 1st of February. Thanks for watching, guys.